take our club oath, kindly repeat after me. For better listening, for better thinking,
for better thinking,
for better speaking,
for better speaking,
we learn by doing.
we learn by doing.
Thank you, Toastmaster. As a general rule, Toastmaster encourages all speakers and role players to speak on any topic except politics, religion, and sex. I hope all of you will enjoy today's meeting. To start our today's meeting, today we have our young and energetic Toastmaster, who is basically a ceramic engineer working for Saudi Ceramics. He is our current VP Education and Taj Toastmaster past VP membership. Let me welcome our today's presiding officer to start the meeting with your thunderous applause.
Thank you, Toastmaster Karnagaran, for this wonderful introduction. Fellow Toastmasters, distinguished guests, a warm good evening to all. I'm Jijo Koshi, your presiding officer for the day. And we are here for the 944th meeting of Taj Toastmasters Club. What a great evening. Thank you so much. Probably I joined around 800th meeting. And now it feels really great after 144 meeting now. The great evening, great theme, and we have some great guests. Before we go to the guest, let me just quickly remind you of our core values. We spoke about, what did we speak about last week? Anyone? I mentioned a word last week. Anyone remembers? There aren't anyone listening then. Silence. There's a great silence now. Well, it was respect. Now we talk about integrity. Now, why does integrity come in Toastmasters? Now, integrity is to help other members reach to their maximum potential. That's what we do at Taj. We help each other. We grow and let others grow. So you can take part in the Pathways mentoring program or be a mentor and help others grow. And when you do that, grow as well. This is what we are doing in every meeting. And perhaps among yourself, I am the most regular person in the meeting. So that gives me more ample opportunities to learn. So going ahead, let us welcome our guests. Today we have a special pair of guests. May I invite Sunita and Rajan to introduce themselves? Okay, you can decide who's first. Ladies first.
Okay. Hello and good evening, Toastmasters. Pleasure to meet you all. Sunita and myself, we had a short chat with Toastmaster Manas just yesterday, and it's a pleasure to. It's a pleasure to be here.
Everyone to mute their audio. Yes, Mr. Johnny.
Yes, it's a pleasure to be here, and we are looking forward to the opportunity, as Toastmaster Jijo just pointed out, to learn more with every opportunity that we have to meet with the team. To introduce myself briefly, my name is Rajan Jose. I've been in Saudi Arabia since 1997, and I work for an organization called the First Industries Group. We're based in the industrial area, and we look forward to growth in different areas. So basically, we specialized in telecommunication, but we moved into industrial in a bigger way. So I'll give the dais to Ms. Sunita to give you an introduction briefly.
Hi, everyone. I'm Sunita. I'm a teacher by profession. We did have a small stint with Toastmasters many years back. Now we are back here to join Toastmasters with our kids as well. They were supposed to join us today, but they seem to be having. Oh, okay. Our daughter has joined now. Rose is here. They were having some internet connectivity problem. So looking forward to learn a lot from all of you, and thank you for having us here.
Pleasure is all ours, Mr. Johnny and Sunita. Welcome to Taj family, and we help and learn by coming every week. So we wish to see you every week, and proud to have you as our members. Next, let me call upon Mr. Joseph Rajan. Mr. Joseph Rajan, I just saw the guest.
Yes. Hi, I'm Joseph. I'm a third-year BTech student from Karnia in Coimbatore. Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Hi, I'm Joseph Rajan. I'm a third-year BTech student, and I'm from Karnia University in Coimbatore.
Welcome to Taj. Nice having you. And there's one more guest, Rose. I suppose it's a daughter of Mr. Johnny. Rose, if you can introduce yourself.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Rosemary Rajan, and I'm studying in 12th grade in Global Public School, and I'm glad to be a part of this.
May I call upon our new member, Mr. Mansoor? How do you feel coming to the first meeting?
Yeah, fantastic, sir. Very good evening to all Toastmasters. My name is Mohammad Mansoor Alam. I'm a civil engineer with 12 year of experience. I'm working in Riyadh Metro project. Currently, I'm living in Saudi Arabia. Basically, I belongs to India, Jharkhand.
Welcome, Taj.
Thank you, sir.
Maybe a membership, any more guests?
Yes, we have Toastmaster Pankaj from Noida Toastmasters Club.
Oh, that's great. Okay. Toastmaster Pankaj, if you could introduce yourself.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. I said fellow because I'm also Toastmaster. I joined Toastmaster in January this year. Currently, I'm serving as a club EC as a Vice President Education. I'm exam professional by profession, learner by Toastmaster, and a cricketer by passion. So thank you for inviting me, and I wish to learn from all of you. Thank you, and over to you.
We wish the same from you. The benefits are mutual. Thank you for joining us. May I now call upon Manish, our guest, Manish.
Hi everyone. So I think Toastmaster Pankaj has introduced himself. Now it's my turn. I'm from the same club, Noida Toastmasters Club. So Toastmaster Pankaj was sharing some great things about your club. It's quite old relatively, and we are here to learn from you, see what works and implement that in our club. So that is the basic agenda I joined the meeting for. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Manish. In fact, Toastmaster DT Manas told us about Noida Club. We are here to learn from you as well. We will see more in the meetings. All right. And so going ahead, every meeting, we have a new word. Today, we have a new Toastmaster, Toastmaster Parvez, who's going to introduce the word of the week. Toastmaster Parvez, the stage is all yours.
Yes, thank you, presiding officer. So this is Parvez Ahmad Ansari, and I am playing Word Master. So good evening, once again, warm good evening, presiding officer, fellow guests, and Toastmaster. So today, word of the day is proactive. Before starting the word, I say the responsibility of Word Master. Word Master is The responsibility of word master is to pick a word and expect other members to learn, increase their vocabulary and use it as well as use during the meeting speeches. So word is proactive. This is adjective. The meaning of proactive: foreseeing, farsighted, foreseeing, thoughtful, forward-looking, and visionary. The proactive word is very important in our professional life as well as personal life, because there is a lot of benefits. We have to be proactive in our life as well as in personal life. There is some example I show you. Proactive people are rarely caught by surprising. Proactive person gets spiritual growth and meaningful changes in his job. How to be proactive in our life? So I will show you some example like schedule your inbox, set our daily priorities, prioritize the hardest tasks first, put your phone on DND mode, schedule social media, take a break, set goal with action plan, set deadlines and stick to them. So I had shown you some example how to be a proactive, how to be manage our work day-to-day life in our professional life as well as our personal life, so that we can achieve our target and get the good result. Thank you, and get back to the presiding officer.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pankaj, for the word and being proactive in volunteering yourself as the word master in the second meeting itself. That's great action. And to carry out today's great meeting and the great theme, drive yourself to win. We have a great Toastmaster, a really proactive Toastmaster who has joined us pretty recently, but he has showed that by being a great mentee, what he can do to the club.
Thank you.
You could see his the disciplined approach of how I haven't seen many Toastmasters so dedicatedly following the mentor. Really, hats off to him. And a few words about him. He's a doctor by profession, and last 9 years he's in Saudi Arabia. He's from Pudukottai, Tamil Nadu. He's a yoga professional, and we have seen his tricks, and that keeps him really active. Please help me welcome Toastmaster Dr. Arunachalam, the Toastmaster of the evening. He's going to drive us crazy and show us how to win. Toastmaster Arunachalam, stage is all yours.
Am I audible? Am I audible?
Loud and clear.
Loud and clear.
Thank you very much, Mr. President, for your nice introduction.
Saudi Arabia, +9665.
You won't overcome challenge by making them smaller, but by making yourself bigger, said John Maxwell. Fellow Toastmasters and delightful guests, good evening to all of you. What a fantastic theme for today's meeting. Drive yourself to win. Things take change when you are passionate about something. Without it, you can't able to succeed. There is no route. There is no will. Mastering your motivations and discovering your drive is one of the most effective methods to improve your personal profession. If you're the master drive, you can deal with life, disappointment, and encourage yourself to always create a route forward. Develop new experience for yourself and also track your growth sound. When you feel good, you find your drive faster. So go ahead, drive yourself, and you will definitely win. Before we get into more detail about our theme today, I will share a few details about meeting of newcomers. We have a lot of new people here, so I will go over what we do in our usual meetings. This program is divided into 3 sessions: prepare speech, table topics, and evaluations. Usually in the prepare speech, this part of program is for members who have worked several days of their speeches as per the project criteria and manual. The next is table topics. Is practice in impromptu speaking at least 1 minute on topic without any preparations. This is usually for those members not scheduled to speak on the program, so that everyone gets an opportunity to speak. Then finally, the evaluations. In this part of program, all that we do in meeting is evaluated and provide instant feedback in a positive, so that the speaker look forward to speak again. Apart from this general evaluator, successful program required the assistance for several Toastmasters. We have some leaders tonight who will be helping to make this meeting a success. You have already met our word masters. So before we start, respect VP Educations, do you have any changes for our agenda? Please help me to explain. Toastmaster, Didi Goshi. Okay, then I will introduce our leaders.
Our counter has been changed to Toastmaster Mansoor Alam.
Okay. Thank you to TTM. Our up-counter will be Toastmaster Mohammad Mansoor. Toastmaster, could you please explain your role today?
Fellow Toastmaster and guest, the purpose of our counter is to note word and sound that are used as a crutch or pause filler by anyone who speaks during the meeting. I will listen for overused word, including and, well, but, so, and you know. I will also listen for filler sound, including and I will also note when a speaker repeats a word or phrase such as I, or this means. At the end of the meeting, I will report the number of times that each speaker used the expression. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mohammad Mansoor. Next, our grammarian tonight is Toastmaster Irshad. Toastmaster, could you please explain the duty of the grammarian?
Good evening, all. Today, as a grammarian, I will pay close attention to the speakers, their usage, and if there is any improper usage, as well as any outstanding quotes, sayings, and thoughts, I will note down it, and I will give the reports at the end when I was called by the Toastmasters. Over to the Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmasters. Next, serving as timer tonight is Toastmaster Jiddesh. Mr. Timer, could you please explain your responsibility? You are muted. Please unmute.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. Fellow Toastmasters and our esteemed guest, warm good evening. Today my role is as a timer is to keep time for all speakers to ensure that everyone speaks within their allotted time slot. This will also help in ensuring that the meeting runs on time. To help me to do this, I have 3 digital colored cards with me, green, amber, and red. For example, in a prepared speech, the time is 5 to 7 minutes. I shall raise a green card in 5th minute, the amber card on the 6th minute, and red card on 7th minute. In the table topic speeches, the time is for time are for 1 to 2 minutes. I will show the green card at 1 minute, the amber card in 1 minute 30 seconds, and red card in 2 minutes. In the speech evaluation, the time is 2 to 3 minutes. I will show the green card at 2 minutes, amber at 2 minutes 30 seconds, and red card at 3 minutes. Icebreaker speech, the time are for 4 to 6 minutes. I will show the green card at 4 minutes, the amber card at 5 minutes, and red card at 6 minutes. All the speakers, table topics, and evaluators have grace period of 30 seconds on either side of the specific time limit. I will prepare a report and present my report when called upon by Toastmaster of the day. All the very best to everyone. Back to Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Mr. Timer. Next, our vote counter tonight is Toastmaster Sagir. Toastmaster, could you please explain your role today?
Thank you, Toastmaster of the evening. A warm good evening to all. As a vote counter, I will help you to choose the best prepared speaker, best table topic speaker, best evaluator, best meeting leader, and best big of 3. We are using the Google form, and I shall share the link after each segment. You can choose the best as you believe, and as a vote counter, I shall not voting until unless there is a need to break a tie. And I will give my report once called upon by the presiding officer. Thank you, and back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sagir. Don't focus on the failures of yesterday. Start today with the positive thought and expectations. Each time you fail, start all over again, and you will get stronger until you have accomplished a good goal. From this, let us start our prepared speech session with a proactive and a positive thought. Before we call the first speaker, may I request first speaker evaluator. In all roles, he is an active winner. Toastmaster Karnakaran, could you please read the objectives of the speech?
Thank you, Toastmaster of the evening. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests again. My speaker today, he is doing his L2 P3 project, and his purpose of his speech, his project is for the member to clearly define how Toastmasters envisions mentoring, and also the member to share some aspect of a previous experience as a protege. His speech title is My Mentor and Me. Speech title is My Mentor and Me, and speech length is 5 to 7 minutes. Over to Toastmaster of the evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Karnakaran. Our first speech is from Pathway L2P3. I noted this speaker is very dynamic and humorous communicator, and his HSC profession, currently working in Metro Bus Stop Project and Mopco Construction Company. He's been living in Riyadh with his wife since 2015, and he joined Toastmaster 2018. His mantra of drive yourself to win is keep calm and quiet. What a wonderful motto. His speech title, My Mentor and Me. Please help me welcome Toastmaster Sunil Idukula on the stage.
I'm audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay, thank you. Hello? Yes, sir. Yeah, Sunil. Maheshwar. Yes, sir. Yeah, I got your script. Yes, sir. I sent you yesterday. Yeah, I go through all this script. It was good, but you have to change something in the conclusion area, because the opening is okay, body is okay. But coming to the conclusion area, you have to make it a little bit aggressive and you have to make some punch points. Okay, sir. Give me half an hour time. I will do it and I will send you back. Please correct me. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Mentors are all around you who make you feel comfort, inspired, focused, and willing to share their experience with you. My dear fellow Toastmasters and respected guests, a warm good evening to you all. What is mentoring? So, DJ Manas, do you have any idea about what is mentoring?
Mentoring is getting a help.
Exactly, you are coming to direct to the point. Means who guide you in a particular subject. In my life, I saw 3 types of mentors. Number 1 is our parents. Number 2 is our teachers. Number 3 is our good friends like you all. My first mentor was my grandfather. I always accompany with him while he go out. And he taught me a lot of things during my childhood. Coming to the teacher, my best teacher, her name was Annie teacher. She always beat with his sticks because you know why? I was a backbencher. But she always taught me, guide me, support me. In the end, you know what happened? I become the front bencher. Coming to the friends, like you all always supporting, pushing us, each other. Coming to the Toastmasters, what is mentoring in Toastmasters? Mentoring of Toastmasters is not put your hand, vendors put your hands and asking, do this one, do like this, don't do like this. No way. Actually, they are hearing you. They are listening you. They are asking your goals. They are correcting your problems. And what are they are finding your weak points and they are guiding you how to overcome this. As I believe, our mentees, they are also mentees in their time. And they are also undergone the same situations what we are getting from our mentors now. And what our Taj Club mentors are doing for us. I believe our mentors always, without any hesitations, they always help us to reach our long-time goal to become in short time. Coming to my mentor is none other than DTM, DBD, Dr. Mahesh Pillai. He was my teacher before I joining in Toastmasters. We are in the same profession. I went to his institute for some safety course and he guided me, taught me, and after successful completion of the course, I asked him, sir, that time I was new in Saudi Arabia. Sir, can I get some job in somewhere? Without any hesitation, he asked me, give your CV. I will try. You know, within 1 month, I got a job in Saudi Arabia. 2018, he asked me, Sunil, are you ready to join in Toastmasters? And he gave me a lot of advantages that you become a great public speaker, you are a great leader, and many things. I also jumped in Toastmasters. You know, that time we are in the physical meetings. Like our great leaders, DTM Manas, DTM Gurrajan, many great speakers are throwing their speech without any fearless speech in the stage. I got scared. He asked me, when you are going to do your ice break? I said, sir, it's very difficult because these great speakers are in front of these great speakers. I can't do. But he pushed me. No, you have to do. Again, I was in I was in the behind the curtain. He told me, Sunil, this is your time and you have to do it within this deadline. So I prepared and sent it to him, and he corrected and sent it to me. Again, he corrected like this 3-4 times later. Then I present my icebreaker. Again, I was making little bit slow down things and they're waiting for the back. He asked me, Sunil, are you paying 240 Riyal every 6 months to Toastmasters International? Do you think this Toastmasters International is very poor? I said, no, sir. So, okay, start your projects. This is the way only you can brush up your leadership skills. You become a great speaker. So, this is the way he motivates me, support me, guide me. And that is what I can see, you people can see in front of you. Are you ready for listening a short story? Once upon a time, there was 3 farmers. They are living in a small village and they are doing their farming. And one time, a group of locusts, they come and destroy their field. The first farmer, he make a fence around the field. The second one, he make a green mesh on his field. And third one, he put some pesticide on his field. But there was no any great thing. So there was one teacher, he came up and asked him, why you are all sad? Then they said, sir, our all feed is, our crops are destroyed with these logs. So he take one stick and he asked me to break it. And he break it very easily. Then he give the bunch of sticks and asked them to break. It was very difficult to break. So the moral of the story is that good Mondays teach us how to think, not what to think. I urge you all, my Toastmasters, get your Mondays, destroy with the Mondays, and they will push you to become a great DTMs. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sunil Idukula, for great speech about the mentor role. Our second speech is from Pathway L2 P1. Before we call up second speaker, may I request second speaker Evaluator. He is our young and energetic speaker, Toastmaster Hassan Guzain. To read the objectives of the speech, please.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Good evening to all fellow Toastmasters and my beloved guest. My speaker today is going to present his level 2 project 1, that is managing time. The purpose of this project is for the member to observe his or her time management pattern. In this project, member shall deliver a well-organized speech about any topic. He may choose to speak about time management exercise, what he has completed during this project. It may be humorous, informational, or any type what member chooses. It shall not be report or content of managing time impact. The time is 5 to 7 minutes, and the speech title is Effective Time Management, the tips for effective time management. I wish good luck to my speaker. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster. This speaker is studied Diploma in Ceramic Technology and MBA in Industrial Engineering. Currently, he is working in Quality Assurance Head in Saudi Ceramic Company. He is living in Riyadh around last 10 years. His mantra of drive yourself to win is be a proactive person to drive yourself to win. So what it great things. Great being proactive is true. His title is Master Karthikeyan on the stage, please. Toastmaster Karthikeyan.
Toastmaster Karthik, you may have to select same as system. Go to the microphone, maybe select a microphone, which device has been connected. Can you say something? It's still not audible.
Yeah, still you are not audible.
Point of order, probably you could go to the next speaker and then
Next
come
speaker.
back. Maybe he has some issues, so we can correct it.
Okay. Shall I move to third speaker? Or maybe wait for some time? President, shall I move for third speaker?
Yes.
Okay. Our third speech is from pathway L to P3. Before we call the third speaker, may I request third speaker Evaluator. He is very dynamic and he has a great speaking skill. Toastmaster Ibrahim Ali Kachikar. To read the objectives of the speech, please. Toastmaster Ibrahim.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
The purpose of my speaker is for her to clearly define how Toastmasters envisions mentoring. The purpose of this speech is for her to share some aspect of her previous experience as a protege. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ibrahim. Our third speaker is currently working as a mathematics teacher at Vedic Math Center. She married and having 2 daughters. The speech title, Mentors in Life. Please help me welcome Toastmaster Nithu on stage.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Thank you. We must find time to stop and thank those people who make a difference in our lives. John F. Kennedy. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, a warm good evening to all. See, I'm taking this opportunity to thank all the mentors in my life. I guess all of you will have the first mentor in life as your parents, right? Yes. My first mentor is also my parents, especially my grandfather, who guided me to learn my life lessons, who showed me the path, how to go forward, how to manage the things, time management, money management, and to how to see our life. He helped me a lot and he showed me with the examples in his life. So I thank my grandfather. He was my first and great mentor in the life. And let me ask, how many of you got your manager as a good mentor to you? I think rarely. Great, somebody has got. But I am fortunate enough to get my manager as my mentor. When I joined one in the company, my manager, he's a good man, who is a good person. One day he called me to the cabin. Me too, come and meet. This is Mr. X. He's from the Oracle. I thought why he called me and he was introducing me to that person. And he's a great big person from the Oracle company. And I think as a team leader, just a normal employee, why he called me to the cabin and he's introducing me. Okay, let it. Yes, hi sir, I'm Neetu. Glad to meet you. I got introduced. So I was wondering why it is. Later he told me, see, in the bank, we had a script. Every month then, we have to submit the data to the RBI. So for that purpose, we used to extract the data from the system and we used to submit. For that extraction, it took around 20 to 25 hours a day. And nobody is ready to change the script because they don't know nobody is ready to change the script because of the logic. It's a bank data and if somebody touches, the RBI will caught you. So nobody is ready to think because it was going on from so long back. And people who knows the Oracle is not knowing the logic. So that is the conflict is going on. So my manager called me and got introduced to this person and told me, see, I'm giving you a chance. It will be benefit for you as well as for the company if got success. That with his help, just try to reduce the time. Doing some optimization or something in that script, try to do. If it is a success, it will be benefit for you and for the company. If it's a failure, let it go. No problem. See, he had a belief in me and he guided me very well. And he gave me the chance also. I don't think many of the managers will not give you a chance. Right? They will tell you a deadline and you have to complete your work in that deadline. My manager is not like that. He asked me, just you try. With God's grace, within 1 month, I could complete that. And that 22 hours script has changed to 1.5 hours with paisa to paisa tally. See, by the time I got a chance to learn Oracle widely and I'm able to complete my certification in Oracle also. So it got me more benefit. So as a mentor, it's not only to make the people to do something. It should they have to guide the people in the right direction, which is benefit for everyone. As a mentor and mentee, it should be a two-way and it is getting benefit to everyone. So we should be, every time we should focus not only in the mentee or the mentor or what we are getting. It's a relationship and it is a faith or it is a belief what you have kept in the person. And I am lucky to get a good mentor in this Toastmaster. Toastmaster Jijukoshi is my mentor. See, truly, before joining this Toastmaster, what I know about Toastmaster is, just I watched a video of that Manoj Vasudevan in 2017, the winning speech. Seriously, I know that much about Toastmaster. I don't know anything other than this about Toastmaster before joining here. But my mentor guided me to every step. What I should do, what is to be done, how it is to be done. Each and every step, as a child, like a child, he taught me. And every time when I finish one speech, next day he will call, when is your next speech? Give me the date. Then you practice. Because with the deadline you practice, you will attain the goals. You will achieve the goals and you will do your best. After 2 days, I will send him, this is my speech, whether it is okay. Sometimes I will think that, okay, this will be enough. But he will tell, just you add this much in, this more, and this. If you just change the focus, it will be better. If you add 2 dialogues, or if you add this, it will be more good. See, while joining Toastmaster, I told you, no, I don't have any idea. But now, My aim is the competition. See, I am not at all aware of the things, but now within this 4 months, my aim is the competition. This is only because of my mentor, Toastmaster Jijo Koshi. See, this is the mentoring what we are expecting, and everybody should have that. Fortunately, I am blessed with all the mentors, and I had so many mentors in my life, and I thank all my mentors. And back to you, Toastmaster. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nittu, for a great speech mentor in your life. The next speaker, Toastmaster Karthikeyan.
Toastmaster evening. I was audible.
Yes, you are. You are audible now.
Okay, thank you.
The next speaker, Toastmaster Karthikeyan. Please welcome to Toastmaster Karthikeyan on the stage, please.
Time is valuable than money. Time is gold. Dear fellow Toastmasters, an esteemed guest, a very warm good evening to everyone. Yes, time is very, very important in our life. We have missed many of things in our professional and personal things by time. Time is always precious. I have received a call from my mentor last week. Usually, we are working in the same company, but I receive a call frequently. Karthik, where are you? Sir, I was here. Karthik, where are you? I was in northern region. Karthik, where are you? I was in southern region. He will ask me, we are working in the same company, but I couldn't see you for the past 3 months. And I told, sir, it's a work. We have to manage it. Then he advised me, yeah, you should take care of your health as well. By the way, I will give some tips. Sorry, DTM, could you give me the screen sharing, please?
You can share now.
By the way, Toastmasters, what is time management? Can anyone please? Okay. The time management is the process of planning and controlling how much time to spend on specific activities, specific tasks, specific goals. It will make a success in our life. Let me give some benefits about time management. That what are the benefits that we can earn by if you maintain a time management. Let me give 4 benefits of time management that we can earn. Stress relief. As Toastmasters, nowadays, everyone have full of stress. Especially COVID has come and disturbed us. As beside, we have stress in our daily life as well. So if we manage a time, we will eliminate the stress in our life. If anyone we can ask, what do you like? How would be? I would be have a stressful life, stress relief life. So we have to manage the time to have a stress relief life. If we have a stress relief life, if you maintain a time properly, we will get more time. If you get more time, we can have more opportunities. We can have learned several new things in our life to know. Every day is a learning. If we do our work in a proper time, we can spend that time in other issues, in new many things aspect. An ability to realize the goal. Always we should have some goals in our life. All we are running to achieve some goals, even in professional or in personal life. So we have to manage the time to achieve our goals. Let me give some tips for effective time management. I hope especially my mentor is very well about the time management. Set goals correctly. Always he will tell me, Karthik, you have to do in this. You have to do this daily, every 2 days. And especially today, my evaluator is very well about set goals correctly, because he was professional as auditor. Every day he was faced. Even myself today, there was an audit going in my company. I was okay, show me your objectives. See the objectives. The objectives is not smart. Then I explain, as per 9001, class 6.2, we have to maintain the objectives by smart way. What is smart? Specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and timely. If you fix our objectives or goals in our professional life as well as personal life, we will achieve the goals and we can success in our life. Prioritize. Always, I will do myself. Prioritize my work, which is important. I will put in red category. Usually per day, I will receive more than 200 emails. Everyone asks me how you are managing your emails, and you are replying on emails. Something is which is important. I will not miss any things. I will not miss any meetings. I will not miss any important things that is asking by my superior. So I will always prioritize my emails, which is important. I will put as a red, which is okay, I can do by 2 days, or I can do. I will put in yellow category. Same, the yellow is blinking here by Toastmaster as well. It was teaching as well, which can I do in weekend. I will do by green category, and set a time limit to complete the task. I will always fix a time that this work can be due. This report can I send within this time. Very important, Toastmasters. And this is a big important point that my mentor also always telling me. You should take care. You should have a break. You should take care of our health. We are doing several things in our life, okay? But we should take some break to make refresh ourselves. Organize yourself. We have to organize the things by our planning and remove non-essential tasks or activities. It is very important that because we are confusing with other non-efficiency things was disturbing in our daily activities, and plan ahead. Okay, be a proactive person to success in our life. Thank you. Back to the Toastmaster of the evening.
Karthik, if you can stop sharing.
Sorry. Yes.
Dr. Arnachalam. Master Arnachalam is not around.
Once again, sorry for that inconvenience. Thank you, Toastmaster Karthikeyan, for a wonderful speech about the time management. Our fourth speech is from pathway L1P1. Before we call the fourth speaker, may I request our fourth speaker, Evaluator, Sisi Goji, to read the objectives of the speech, please.
Was the most different way our Toastmaster of the evening used my name. It's Jito Koshi. And fellow Toastmasters, distinguished guests. The objective of the speech is for the member to introduce himself or herself to the club and learn the basic structure of a speech. Time length, 4 to 6 minutes. Back to you, Toastmasters.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Our fourth speaker will deliver an icebreaker speech. So he will explain himself. His mantra of try yourself to win is accept criticisms and feedback with an open mind. And try to keep updated on a regular basis. What a marvelous mantra to be the winner of. The speech title, About Myself in a Nutshell. Please help me welcome Toastmaster BK Flip on stage.
Am I audible?
Yes, well and good.
Good evening. Good evening, Toastmaster of the evening, Dr. Amanzil, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. My name is PK Philip. I have been in Riyadh for the past 4 months. I'm working in Nadarul Faris trading establishment in the IT division as a business development manager. Prior to that, I was working in Dammam for the past 17 years in various companies. My family, my wife and my son and daughter, they are also with me here in Riyadh. Prior to my early stages, I used to, actually my parents are still in Saudi Arabia, still in Saudi, and I did my schooling in Saudi, in Indian Embassy School, Dammam. During the Gulf War, I had to go back to India and continue my studies there. And my stint in Saudi Arabia, my schools actually, it was fairly good, and I was an average student. And unlike the word of the day, proactive, I was a bit just the opposite. You can say a bit lazy. I needed to be prodded on for some, to get things done and etc. Well, once when I went back to India, I joined Infant Jesus Anglo-Indian Boys High School in Kollam. Basically, I'm from Kerala. I forgot to mention that. From India, and there, life in India is just stark different from life in Saudi. In Saudi, in schools and all, whenever you used to. If you talk in class, it's just okay, go stand in the corner, or what do you call, stand on your knees, etc. The punishment. Back in India, you talk, your teacher comes with a cane and calls you up. Okay, come stand, bend over, and whacks you with the bat and tells you to go and sit. But the funny thing is that you can't go and sit because with this, with the type of hitting that you get, you can only stand for a few minutes. Basically, after that, I completed my high school. I did my pre-degree in Evaluator College, Toronto. Basically, 2 years, 95, 97. But after that, I completed I did my engineering in Indian Engineering College, Nagarkoil, Tamil Nadu. Excuse me. I did my computer science and engineering graduation. In 2001, I finished my graduation and came back to Saudi. Well, I aspired to be, in my childhood, I aspired to be a pilot first, and then I changed that because my friends told me that, okay, suppose if you airplane crashes happen and you might lose your life. But then I changed this thing and I wanted to be a computer engineer. I did that, but as fate can have it, I didn't get a job in that. When I came to Saudi, then I got a job as a customer relation management coordinator. But then, as they say, we have a saying in India, like if you don't get the way you want, then just then go the way that shows up in front of you. Anyway, that way has taken me till now, to this point now, and I'm happy with how things have turned up. And I joined Taj Toastmasters in June. Dr. Mahesh was my friend was the one who introduced me to Taj Toastmasters, and I'm very grateful to him for doing so. And it's an honor to be a part of this great group and with all the distinguished personalities. And I look forward to learning more and from you. And with that, I end my speech. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster P.K. Pillai, for completing your icebreaker speech. Now, the first session of our meeting is completed. It is a time for voting. Mr. Timer, can you please check all the speakers are qualified? Mr. Timer?
Yes, Mr. Toastmaster. We have Sunil Idikula been disqualified. His time was 7 minutes, 53 seconds. And TM Karthik, 7 minutes, 34 seconds are disqualified. Neetu and Philip has qualified.
Please note vote counter, note it. Meanwhile, when you vote, I continue our engagement conversations about try yourself to win. Every day is a new opportunity to change your life, said Demi Lovato. You can learn from your past mistakes and analyze your mistakes for learning, but don't say on them. You must how to achieve your ambitions. You get to start on adventure of self-discovery, discovering what works best of you and makes you happy. The self-drives are, in their most basic form, the power that motivates you to act. So you should keep 5 things in mind every day. I am extraordinary. I am capable to completing any task. Use positive self-talk. I am proud of who I am. I am confident to my ability. These are all the efficient way for changing yourself into a winner. Now it is the time to have a vibrant table topic session. Today, the table topic master, Toastmaster Naresh Kumar, and table topic evaluator is Toastmaster Mohammad Iqbal Kashim. Today, the table topic master is very energetic speaker, and he is a dual member and first president of RTTM Club, and currently he is Division N Directors. Please help me welcome to Toastmaster Naresh Kumar on the stage to conduct table topic session.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the evening, Toastmaster Arunachalam, for the wonderful introduction as well as conducting today's event in a professional manner. Fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests, we have reached to the one of the most interesting session of any Toastmasters meeting. Table topic session is a very interesting as well as thrilling session because this is the scenario where we feel uncomfortable. Either in office or in home, most of the time we feel awkward or we don't know what to react, how to react when some sudden questions coming up. This session is helping us to equip ourselves to think spontaneously as well as to answer the questions spontaneously. In addition to that, this session also helps to make almost all the Toastmasters to participate in any meeting today. Not to waste more time, before getting into the questions, I would like to explain this session. I'm going to ask a question or a topic. People need to speak for 1 minute. There will be a green light. 1 minute, 30 seconds, there will be an amber light. And 2 minutes, there will be a red light. After the red light, the speaker will have 30 seconds to wrap up his or her speech. So the maximum time limit is 2 minutes, 30 seconds. Hope the rules are very clear. Now let's get into the questions directly. People who are interested, who wants to participate voluntarily, I request or suggest you to switch on your camera or raise your hand symbol so that I can give a priority. Believe me, I'm going to ask the people who haven't switched on the camera. Okay. Now I'm going to ask a question to the person who have immediately switched off the camera. The person who was switched on the camera till then, but he switched off the moment I said. This is none other than our DTM Manas. The recently achieved. DTM Manas, are you there? I know you are there.
He will join back shortly.
Okay, okay. Fine. I would like to go to the guest after inviting any of the Toastmasters today. Toastmaster Jiso, are you ready? Toastmaster Jiso, please switch on your camera.
Yes, go ahead, but I couldn't on my video. Sorry for that. Yes, Toastmaster Naresh, go ahead. I cannot on my video. I'm just back from my work. Go ahead, go ahead.
Okay, no problem. The topic is, what is success? What is success? Toastmaster Jijo. Sorry, Toastmaster Jiso.
Success means we can define success in 2-3 ways. But for me, what I felt is something, if you're reaching our goal, if you're setting our goal and working on it and making it in a positive way, making it workable to win that goal, that's success. And success can make you happiness that will lead to you achieve more in your life. This is what, according to me, the success is. But like a human being, normally it is not easy to achieve success in every part of life. But even the failures, sometimes small failures, while we are on the way for our goal, according to me, that those are small baby steps for success. So sometimes the failure also, I felt that are success to me, because it's a learning way how we can achieve it. So success means basically something, if you're achieving, maybe in front of others, maybe in the society. But for me, success means it's something, the ultimate of my happiness. Over to the Toastmaster. Naresh, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Jiso, for rightly addressing the question. Now, is it Rose? Is Toastmaster Rajus? Who is Toastmaster? Is it Rose? Toastmaster Rose? Or
It's a guest.
Guest. Okay. Anybody else? Guest Sunita, Johnny, would you like to attend the question? Any of you?
I'll give it a try.
Yeah, great, great. We heard about success, right? Now, tell us the importance of failure. Tell us the importance of failure. Yes, Sunita Johnny.
You're muted.
Good evening, everyone. Being called to talk on one of the table topics actually gives me a deja vu feeling, because many years back, while I was a guest at one of the first Toastmasters meetings, I was asked to venture out, and I very impulsively stepped forward because I think I do like to take challenges, and I believe stepping out of my comfort zone is definitely my first step to winning. So I am a person with extreme stage fright. So I believe stepping forward and having the courage to do so is how you need to take it forward. When talking about importance of failure, well, when I stepped forward the last time on table topics, I very bravely walked up to the stage, to the dais. I stood there, and then suddenly it all went blank. So this is my experience of my first experience on Toastmasters of public speaking and how I met failure there. I stood there blank for some time. I smiled at everybody. I wished everyone. I just couldn't process anything. And I stepped back after some time. This is the first experience. But thankfully, with lots of fellow Toastmasters and mentors around supporting thoroughly all through and telling me what next to do. And with my experience with failure, I just realized there's nothing more than what I had experienced. So yeah, this is how I learned the importance of failure and how to step on from there. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, just Sunita. Even now, many of us still feel blank when we encounter a table topic session. So nothing to worry. Now, we have our DTM Manas here. DTM Manas, would you like to attend?
All right. Okay.
Yeah, I was trying to give you the first question, but you escaped. Now, we heard about success and importance of failure. DTM Manas, what would you do when you face a failure? What would you do when you face a failure? DTM Manas.
What to do when I have failed? Accept the failure, and that's it. In our life, many a times we all come up with situations where we have failed. We have looked upon to that failure and self-realized that why we failed. And it is very crucial that we have to understand why we have failed and take that as a learning and not to repeat that mistakes in the future. I always tell to my team that it's absolutely fine to make mistakes, but to repeat those mistakes again and again is not a great team member's core aspect or core element. We have to learn from our mistakes and become better. Who haven't failed in their life so far? Everybody have done that, been through that stages. I will tell you a time when I failed miserably in my life. During my college days, I was elected, or I got selected for a campus interview in one of the most prestigious hotels at that time, which is called Kudahura, in Four Seasons in the Kudahura, Maldives. And I really dreamed a lot about being there, enjoying Maldives and all. But soon a tsunami came and it just swept away the entire Kudahura island. Doesn't mean that, and I lost a lot of opportunities to attend other campus interviews, but I never lost hope. I got another opportunity, waited for the right time, and that aspect of mine, I got it from nowhere else but from my parents. They were the right persons who guided me to be successful in life. And whatever may be the failures in life, we have our parents to look upon, and let's learn from them. That's the simplest message I would like to give to all of you. Back to Table Topic Master.
Thank you, DTM Manas. I understand how father like or parents like yours could be an inspiration. We have been witnessing that. Thank you. And Joseph Rajan, I think you are a guest. Could you give a try? Or okay, we have Parvez who have volunteered. Could you switch on your camera, please? Toastmaster Parvez.
Yeah. Am I audible?
Perfect. We have heard a lot about learnings. Now, the question to you is, what have you learned very recently? What have you learned very recently? Toastmaster Parvez.
Yes, we have learned a lot of things recently, but few things are very important, like coronavirus affected globally, and everyone is affected, everyone is suffered. So we learned how to survive in this situation. We learned that we have to be healthy, and how to be healthy, we learned this recently. In these circumstances, coronavirus, it's drastically affected in our life, in all the fields, in professional and everywhere. So how to stay safe, how to take how to take healthy food, how to avoid fast food, junk food, and this is we have learned. Yoga, meditation, exercises is very, very important. We have learned in this scenario. If we have to keep our body healthy and fit, we have to follow meditation, yoga, everything. So we have learned in these circumstances that we are now in crucial condition, like corona. This is the worldwide health problem. So if we want to stay and work safely, we have to follow good things like nutrition, food, daily routine of exercise, healthy food, take exercise, and we have to mingle friends, but with not close distance. We have to keep safety in all manners, and we have to go outside for jogging, running, etc. So this is the most important thing, to be safety and perform our job in healthy way. So this is the main thing what I want to say. Thank you very much. Go back to the presiding officer. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Parvez, for coming out voluntarily and addressing the question. Now I have one last question. Who would like to attend? Joseph? Guest Joseph? Or who else? Guest Rose? Would you like to give a try?
Yeah, sure.
Great. When did you try something new to come out of your comfort zone, and what was that? When did you try? I repeat the question.
Yeah, sure.
When did you try something new to come out of comfort zone, and what was that? Guest Rose.
Yeah, so I think being a student in a school is provides a lot of opportunities for me to actually get out of my comfort zone and participate in a lot of activities. And recently, so our schools had a lot of competitions and activities. And generally, most of the older students, that's the 12th graders and the seniors, don't tend to participate in much of the extracurricular activities, and they focus mainly on academics. So I figured it would be better to get a balance of both extracurricular and academics. So I've been participating in a lot of extracurricular activities and competitions, which seem to actually help and sort of keep my mind also focused. So it provides a break from academics alone, and really helps me interact more with my class teachers, friends, students, because all I've seen, most of the new classmates of mine I've only seen through video. So I think it really helps me to get to know them better and form a bond with new kids. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for coming and attending the question. Fellow Toastmasters, now we have almost come to the end of the session. Before moving forward, timer may know whether all the speakers were qualified for voting.
Yes, Toastmaster Naresh, all are qualified.
Thank you. Thank you, timer. And I request all the Toastmasters and guests to vote for the best speaker according to you from the link which is shared. So before handing over, fellow Toastmasters, I just want to tell only one thing. People would say table topic is the spontaneous speech. Believe me, that is the most prepared, most frequently prepared speech. The way you can approach any table topic question is very simple. Try to attend as much session possible and attend as much question as possible so that you will feel equipped. You will get prepared. Table topic is also a prepared speech. You can convert that into that. So take your proactive measures. This is just for the vote counter to mark one vote for me. That's it. From this, I hand over the stage to Toastmaster of the evening, Dr. Arunachalam. Over to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Naresh Kumar, for the great performance. And the entire topic was excellent and related to the theme. Let's give him a big round of applause. In meantime of voting, let me continue tips of our theme. How to stand in winning in your life. Keep life on a positive track at all the times. Push yourself because no one else is going to do it for you. You can win if you make a conscious decisions to pursue your goals. Nobody is perfect. We make mistakes, say incorrect things, false and rise, learn and grow. And this is how we progress to achievement. In this contest, let us now move on the next part of the program, which is evaluations. This is done by our general evaluator. For that, we have a very vibrant and fascinating and humorous Toastmasters. He is senior consulting engineer in Saudi Electricity, one wife and one son, the first task president. Today, general evaluator is TTM Kururajan. Please help me welcome TTM Kururajan to the stage. Let me hand over the session of central evaluator. Yes, you are. Well and clear.
Thank you very much for the nice words, the Toastmaster of the evening. And a warm good evening to all of you, dear Toastmasters. There is always saying that don't wait for something to happen. Do something now, and you will see the result later on. Dear Toastmasters, the people who are proactive are the ones who have got very good self-confidence about themselves, who have got a very good image about themselves. So in order to keep the image, their mind really directs them to plan ahead and then to be proactive. And then this helps really to solve the problems effectively. But one thing is that in certain circumstances, you should not be proactive. Do you know where? Your wife gives you a job of washing the vessels. Do it only that. Don't say that you are capable of even cleaning the floor like that. If you add on more jobs, then you will be revealing all your potential to your wife. Then you will be in great trouble. Dear Toastmasters, to be on the humorous side. Many of the Toastmasters have come here, not proactive Toastmasters. Why? To escape from all the instructions from their wives. And the Madam Toastmasters, why they have come? To escape from their bossy husbands. So, welcome all of you. For the evaluation, to explain to the guests who are not aware of it. Suppose if I give a speech, I'll be thinking that I've done a very nice speech. But the Toastmasters International, it takes the proactive measures to put some evaluators to evaluate your speech. They don't want to discourage you. So they make some sort of sandwich method to give your evaluation. First, they will encourage you, like amazing speech and whatnot, everything. Then they will give a suggestion in a very nice way in between the sandwich. And then again, the overall, they will encourage you and pointing out what are the improvements that can be made. So with this, we will go to the session. The time limit is 3 minutes. The green signal will come at 2.5, yellow at 3. Green will come at 2 minutes, yellow at 2.5, and the red is 3 minutes. Then we'll have 30 seconds to wrap up one speech in this. Beyond that, the speaker will be disqualified. Now, to evaluate the first speech by Toastmaster Sunil Idikula is the evaluator who is known for clarity in his speeches and thinking. But he hails from Pondicherry. You know what is Pondicherry? There's a lot of drinking is there. After drinking, there is no clarity, but he is different. He has got a lot of clarity. And he has completed MBA in tourism management, currently working as senior travel specialist in Almarai company, and also a managing partner of Takewood Travels. He has worked in travel and tourism industry for the past 15 years. And he's one of my favorite speakers. He is also a humorous speaker. Let me take the opportunity to welcome Toastmaster Karunakaran Ramachandran to evaluate the speech by Toastmaster Sunil Idikula. Toastmaster Karunakaran, the floor is yours.
Thank you, General Evaluator, for your nice introduction. Good evening, once again, fellow Toastmaster and distinguished guests. All of you definitely would have seen.
Point of order.
James.
Toastmaster Karan, just a point of order. To timer, kindly change the color of the timing card. Yeah, thank you. Sorry for this. Yeah, you may continue, please.
Thank you, Presiding Officer. Fellow Toastmaster, good evening. All of you would have definitely watched the James Bond movie. How it starts, opening scene itself, action, stunt, James Bond flying from the skies, jumping out of the plane, like that. Today, the James Bond of the Taj Toastmaster Club, my speaker, Toastmaster Sunil Idikula, he rummaged his virtual stage and was keep pouring all the action scene from the beginning itself. He started talking over the phone. I was thinking, is it like he's really into the speech or is talking to someone else? That was the idea, no? I really liked the way he started the meeting. He started his speech and he was pouring the questions to the audience. So the speech craft he designed was very well worked out today. The purpose of the project is how Toastmaster envisions mentoring, and he has to tell as a prodigy what is his experience. He came with all the points. He was talking about his parents, his mentor, and how they helped, how they supported everything. So overall, he has achieved the purpose of the project. And what are the favorite points, positive points of his speech? His body language and usage of the platform. Meticulously he planned. That's what I can say there. And more questions. It was like interactive session. How he segmented his speech. Earlier I said the speech craft. These are all his positive points. Some of the area where he can improve. I was actually not having the more points for that. I was looking into where I can suggest the improvement. Maybe the first point I can say that he has to work out more on the timing. He has to practice. Then it is actually a Herculean task to bring more than one story in one speech within 6 to 7 minutes. It's not possible. So maybe he can concentrate on reducing the stories. So overall, what I saw is in this subject, what I learned, when we discuss with our friends, mostly our friends say that when we say that I'm going to start the business, they will come and pour, they list thousands of business to you. What to think or what to study, what type of business you can do. Many they will list. But no one will give you idea how to do that, how to think. If you keenly listen to your environment, you'll be able to identify your savior who come forward and tell us how to think, how to read, how to do the business. He is called mentor. If you are able to find your right mentor, no one can stop to achieve your success. And all the best to my speaker. Over to General Evaluator.
I request the speaker to consider the suggestions given by the evaluator in his future speeches. I wanted to be proactive. I wanted to go early to the office one day. I got up at 5 o'clock and then I drove the car. I was the first man to arrive in the office. Nobody came. I was so happy. But I waited. The office starts at 7 o'clock in the morning. 8 o'clock, nobody turned up. 9 o'clock, nobody turned up. Then I went to security and asked why nobody is turning up. He told, today is Friday, dear gentlemen. Nobody can come. So this is what I learned from not adopting proactive in the wrong places. If you're proactive, you will always focus on preparing. If you're not proactive and you face all the problems, then you'll be focusing only on repairing. So proactive is very important. With that, we'll go to the next evaluator. This evaluator is known to me personally. He is energetic Toastmaster, very young Toastmasters. He always believes in the number 2 instead of 1. He is a VP education for 2 clubs, Mobile Never Surrender Club, and then Grand Professional Club, TMC Club. Then I asked him, what's the number of wives you have? He told only 1. So he's very disciplined now. With that, he's also a leader, student leader when he was there. So we can see a lot of the leadership in him. I take this opportunity to welcome Toastmaster Hassan Hussain to evaluate the speech by Toastmaster Karthikeyan. Toastmaster Hassan Hussain, the floor is yours.
Thank you, General Evaluator, for this wonderful and very lovely introduction. Dear fellow Toastmasters and my beloved guests, a warm good evening to all of you. Someone said that time is the one thing in our life that never comes back. Once gone, is gone forever. And it is said that time and tide never waits for anybody. This is what I can say. It was a conclusive message that was given by my speaker today, Toastmaster Karthikeyan. Congratulations to you, Toastmaster Karthikeyan, for letting us know the importance of time in our life. We are all running behind the time. The way you started the speech, I like that very most. Putting question toward the audience. You grab the attention of all of the audience towards you. You ask us, why it is important to manage the time? And I do agree with your starting quote that time is money, or you compare the time with the gold. And none of us here in this meeting will disagree with this. We all are here, sitting here, are running behind the time. The way you presented this particular message was exemplary well. PowerPoint presentation, so that your message go very clear to the audience and it remains in our minds while you were delivering your speech. We saw your screen and presentation, so that gives audience more time to attract and to attend to your message. You bring into the slides what are the effective benefits of time management. You give us many benefits that we can achieve from managing time, that you said that it can give us a stress-free life. And no one here in this audience would like to have a stressful life. We all agree to get a stress-free life. You can get the benefit of having more opportunities, and it can help you to reach towards your goal. Also, you bring us many tips how you can manage the time by setting your goal and objective, and you know very correctly how to impress your evaluator. You catch his now that he is an auditor, and you bring in the clause of ISO to how we shall set an objective, and that should be a smart way to capture your evaluator attention. You give us the many tips that are very valuable. We admire that, and the way the message you give us in conclusion, that was impressive. That don't be proactive, be proactive, don't be reactive. You presented your speech with full clarity and very confidently. Something I would like to suggest to you to improvise your speech, that I noted that during all your speech, you were frequently moving throughout the stage. Every time I can see the frequent movement. This could distract your audience and your message can get overflow. So please try to maintain the flow of your body in a purposeful manner. Like while you are delivering a message, the benefit of time, you must utilize this one portion of the stage and deliver it. When you come to the tips, move to the rest page and then you deliver it. Otherwise, it was good. Try and also try to set your camera to your eye level. We were not able to see. Sometimes it was cut like this. So maintain your camera to the eye level, and thirdly, try to add some vocal variety. When especially you are delivering the last message, call of action, be compelled to your message with some emphasizing that, my fellow Toastmaster, be proactive, not reactive. Because time is flying, but you are the pilot. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hassan Hussain. And the speaker is requested to consider many tips provided by the evaluator. Hear me carefully. I want to tell you the most important thing in the life. One thing, you should not be proactive. Which one? When you go for a physical fight with somebody, don't be proactive. Don't go forward. The opponent may punch you. Always look backwards, always to run back. Don't be proactive and go forward and fight with it, unless you are so much confident like Bruce Lee. So please take this message with you, not to be proactive on this physical fighting. We will say, it will never rain the roses. Roses cannot fall down. You have to plant it. You have to put a water. then only you will get the roses. You have to act. You have to be proactive. With that, we'll go to the next evaluator. He's my favorite speaker. You know one thing about him? He served as a vice chairman of Washington Metropolitan Cricket Board for 4 years. Now, today he is going to hit sixers in his evaluation. And is currently working in planning and control manager in Vegari Logistics. And then he also worked as marketing manager in Baltimore for 18 years. He has got 3 children and of course a wife. I take this opportunity to invite Toastmaster Ibrahim Ali Karjikar to evaluate the speech by Toastmaster Mohammad Shakir. The floor is yours, Toastmaster Ibrahim.
Point of order, I would be evaluating Toastmaster Neetu.
Sorry, you'll be evaluating Toastmaster Neetu.
Yeah, okay, well, thank you. Am I audible? Fellow Toastmasters, very good evening. Yeah, General Evaluator, don't take away this opportunity of me to evaluate Toastmaster Neetu. What an awesome presentation she did. Integrity is choosing courage over comfort. That's what I got to see in the speech of Neetu. Neetu Ratish, if I pronounce that rightly, you are a seasoned speaker. You appeared comfortable with the audience. Your speech highlighted abundance of affection you possess for your grandfather. You decently communicated to us how your grandfather taught you time management and money management. That early age, fantastic. You are blessed. You're truly blessed to have a mentor like a grandfather. And I can correlate that. You have an excellent hand gestures. I could see your hands been moving and were in sync with the words that have been presented. You effectively use the eye contact to engage with your audience. And that's one skill. If I get an opportunity to meet with your husband, I will tell, what did she impress you with her eye contact? That's exactly how you were communicating. I thoroughly enjoyed the content of your speech. You proactively included the story of your Oracle project. And there are very few people who praise their managers. You are one amongst them, so kudos to you. Your physical gestures were nice. I could see you're using your physical gestures. And did you say Toastmaster Jijo is treating you like a child? Toastmaster Jijo? Really? Come on, you can be better, Toastmaster Jijo. And I'm not surprised, okay, that Jijo is an excellent mentor. No wonder you are excelling in your performance, because I could correlate. Again, he kicks my butt as well. He pushes me, he challenges me. And to your credit, you highlighted that in such a beautiful fashion. Jijo is a proactive mentor, but he is also having an awesome protege like you. You highlighting his qualities makes you an awesome protege. So everything was fine, except a kind of a circumference which I thought you are drawing for yourself, which is limiting you. Why would you have your circumference here only? Your hands are here, nicely moving, you know? Stretch your arms, come on. Freely. This is how far your arms could go. Let your palms be visible to people. It's very nice that I could give this recommendation, but I do the same mistakes as well. So expand the horizon and try to make an impact on the audience. You will be a beast. Over to you, Mr. Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ibrahim. The speaker is requested to consider the tips provided by the evaluator. Dear Toastmasters, you need not be proactive in number of things. Your wife may blame you, your boss may blame you, but one thing you should be very much proactive. Suppose if they say the food is ready, then you have to run to the dining hall. You have to be proactive. Don't miss that. So that will really fetch you good food, nice food, and really an encouragement to lead your life. Of course, talking a bit seriously, the future, your future, depends on what you do today. With that, we will go to the next evaluator. The next evaluator is a champion speaker. And he's a ceramic engineer from Saudi Ceramics. I never heard any strong words from him. He's so soft. And today I learned from the speeches that he's a mentor for so many. He's also pushing the people. Dear Toastmasters, I take this opportunity to welcome our VP Education of Taj Toastmasters Club, Toastmaster Jijo Koshi, to evaluate the speech by Toastmaster PK Philip. Toastmaster Jijo, the floor is yours.
The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. And that single step in Toastmasters is nothing but icebreaker. What a way to introduce yourself to the club through the beautiful icebreaker speech. Please give a big round of applause to Toastmaster Philip to come forward and take the challenge. Break the ice. Believe me, friends, my icebreaker speech wasn't like this. When I came first time, and that was not an online scenario, it was a physical meeting. Believe me, physical meeting, people are much more tense. Here I'm just seeing myself and the timer. See yourself in front of 30 people, all looking at you, and you coming forward, speaking about yourself, and you're silent for 2 minutes. I did that. But I'm proud to say our Toastmaster Philip broke the ice in a perfect way. Hats off to you for a great opening. Now here, he gave a standout performance for introducing himself, and he met the objectives of his speech. But to take a step further in what is a proper structure of a speech, he has to work on the speech objectives. Let me highlight the different objectives which he touched upon. Coming to the clarity point of view, he was very clear in what he said, and most of us could clearly hear what he's trying to say and how he faced the problems coming back from the Gulf War. Well explained. The vocal variety. The vocal variety was pretty pale or monotonous most of the time. I would have preferred if he could go a bit low when he said his problems. If I were in his shoes, I would have said, okay, the Gulf War is a stage for most of us expats left Saudi and came back. It's a really low moment. So that could have been a little low. Coming to the eye contact point of view, it was very clear because he was talking right to the audience. That's the best way to do it in an online scenario. Gestures. Now, most of the time, the hands were tied down, showing that you are a bit low. No, you are open to say what you want with your hands open. So I will say a great speech, great clarity and vocal variety has to be improved. Eye contact was perfect. Gestures need to be improved, and you are the next champion, Toastmaster Philip.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jiju. And the speaker is requested to consider the tips provided by the evaluator. Now, complete all jokes have been drained. I don't have anything. So let me tell that seriously about an ounce of action is worth tons of theory. No point in knowing a lot of theory, philosophies. You have to act proactively. You have to implement things. That's why in Japanese culture, they give equal importance for the policy making and policy implementation. Policy implementer is as important as the policy maker. So with that, we will go to the next evaluator by the table for the table topics. This evaluator is like a Kapil Dev of India, cricketer. He's all-rounder. He sings. He's a very energetic Toastmaster, taking all roles. And then he does mimicry also. So I call him the all-round Toastmaster. And he's coming from Chennai, Tamil Nadu, same place where I have come from. He has got 3 kids and living in New York since 2015. He's currently working as a production manager in Mama Sauce Factory. Mama means in Tamil we say uncle. Maybe his factory is owned by his uncle. His dreams and ambitions to become a scientist and a good public speaker. All the best. I take this opportunity to welcome Toastmaster Mohammad Iqbal Qasim to evaluate the table topic speeches. Toastmaster Mohammad Iqbal Qasim, the floor is yours.
Thank you, General Evaluator, for that generous introduction. I really enjoyed it. I am your table topics evaluator today. I'm going to give you a real positive feedback to each and every speaker who have performed today. And I especially thank Toastmaster Naresh, who have conducted this session in an interesting manner. Let's move on to the evaluation session. Speaker number 1, Toastmaster Jijo. Toastmaster Jijo, your speech content about success was very well constructed and it was relevant to the topic. Well done. And you had phrases about success and failure in your speech, which is your strength. And one area where you can focus is add your personal stories that will surely add flavor to the speech. Thank you, Toastmaster Jijo. And then speaker number 2, guest Sunita. Ma'am, your speech again was very well constructed and organized. It had an attention grabbing introduction, body and conclusion. You were comfortable throughout that 2 minutes. I have to really appreciate that. I have only one suggestion for you. When you speak, just stand up so that your body gestures is very well noted by the audience. There is a saying, 20% is your speech and 80% is body gesture. Thank you, Madam Sunita. Speaker number 3, DTM Manas. You had a well-organized speech with clear introduction and conclusion. You grabbed the audience with your personal story about the career. Only one recommendation for you. I would suggest to minimize your hand movements during your speech. Speaker number 4, Toastmaster Parvez. You assimilated your thoughts very quickly into a speech. That's your plus point. And the area to focus is you have 30 seconds to think and talk. And your voice clarity can be improved with your mic adjustment. Speaker number 5, guest Rose. Ma'am, you have attracted the audience by attending the topic very quickly, very promptly, and you are so much confident that you can speak for 2 minutes. I really appreciate that. Only one suggestion for you: practice, practice, and practice. For you, the Toastmaster is the right platform. I really enjoyed this program, like all of you, and I thank all the speakers who have participated today, and I wish you all the best. All the dreams of the speakers will come true one day when you start pursuing it. Thank you. Back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mohammed Iqbal Qasim. I request all the table topic speakers to take the tips from the evaluator. I just request the timer to tell whether all the evaluators are qualified. Timer?
Yes, Toastmaster Guru Rajan. Everyone is qualified except Hassan Hussain.
Yeah. So can I request the vote master? Can we go ahead for the voting of the evaluators, please?
Sure, I will share the link. I'm sharing the link now.
Excellent. Go. So okay. So let us proceed. While the voting is going on, let's proceed with the reporters. One thing is that action is the foundation key for all success. We have to act towards our goal. We have to take steps. A single step taken is worth towards your goal. When you take a single step, it's worth much more because you are moving towards your goal. Now let's hear the report from the meeting leaders. May I request the accountant, Toastmaster Manzoor, to give his report.
Yes, sir. My counter report are as follows. Toastmaster Sunil Edukula uses but 1 times and 6 times, I 10 times. Toastmaster Karthik uses so 1 times and 4 times, I 9 times. Toastmaster Neetu uses so 7 times but 2 times and 9 times, I 10 times. Toastmaster PK Flip uses 3 times, well 1 times, so 1 times, but 3 times and 16 times, I 13 times. Toastmaster Jitesh uses so 1 times, but 2 times and 1 times, I 1 times. Toastmaster Sunita Johnny 6 times, well 1 times, so 3 times, but 1 times and 5 times, I 7 times. Toastmaster Manaj uses but 3 times and 7 times, I 7 times. Toastmaster Parvez uses so 2 times, like 5 times, but 1 times and 4 times. Rose uses so 3 times and 8 times, I 1 times. Toastmaster Karuna Garam uses well 3 times, like 2 times, but 5 times and 4 times, I 5 times. Toastmaster Hassan Hussain uses well 3 times, so 5 times, like 4 times, but 4 times and 10 times, I 6 times. Toastmaster Ibrahim uses well 3 times, so 3 times, like 2 times, but 2 times and 6 times, I 5 times. Toastmaster Jiro Koshi uses well 1 time, so 2 twice, like 2 times, but 2 times and 8 times, I 5 times. Toastmaster Muhammad Iqbal uses well 5 times, so 5 times, like 5 times, but 4 times and 11 times, I 9 times. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Manzoor. Never in my Toastmaster life I heard such a detailed report as a hawk counter. You have given really a much more value for this role as our counter. All the
Thank you,
best.
sir.
May I request Toastmaster Ishad to give his report as grammarian.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. Once upon a time, there was a farmer in a village. He used to wake up early in the morning. Once there was a rain, he went out. Dear Toastmasters, when we speak of the past events, when we describe some events in our life, we have to use the past form of the verbs. I recommend Toastmaster Sunil Idikula and Toastmaster Nidu to revise your speech, and when we describe the past events, it's better to use would instead of will and could instead of can. So when we describe the past events, let us use the past form of the verbs. We can never use can, will when we describe the past events. And I recommend Toastmaster Arunachalam. It is, am I audible? It's not, am I audible? And Arunachalam used the word she married. It is, she is married is the better usage. And Toastmaster Arunachalam used, I'm capable of completing. Sorry, I'm capable to completing. No, it is, you can use, I am capable of completing. And that's all. Over to the general evaluators.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ishad. Now I think today all are having high spirits as a speaker. Everybody is doing the roles much more effectively. May I request the word master, Toastmaster Parvesh, to give his report as a word master, please.
Yeah, once again, Mom, good evening. I have locked down the word of the day so active. So many persons used in their speeches and grab the attention. These are PM Toastmaster Jijo Kaushi, Toastmaster Dr. Arunachalam, Toastmaster Sunil Edikula, Toastmaster Muhammad Hassan Hussain, Toastmaster Karthikeyan, Toastmaster Ibrahim, Toastmaster PK Philip, Toastmaster Naresh Kumar. These are the Toastmasters who are used word of the day proactive. Thank you. Get back to the proceeding officer.
Thank you, Toastmaster Parvesh. May I request the timer, Toastmaster Jitesh, to give his report. Toastmaster Jitesh.
Yes. What report actually?
Timer report.
Okay, we have 14. We have 14 speakers today, including speaker, table topic, and evaluators. So we have 3 people who are disqualified today. One is Sunil Idikula for the prepared speech, and Mr. Karthik for the prepared speech, and evaluation, speaker evaluation, and TM Hassan was disqualified. All others were, all 11 members are qualified, 3 are disqualified.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jitesh. Vote counter, can we go ahead for voting of the meeting leaders?
Yes, the link has been shared.
Thank you. So meanwhile, let's go ahead because already we are reaching the time. Time is short. Dear Toastmasters, I will give my own suggestions for the improvements for this today. Today, really, I'm very happy because when the meeting started, so many guests have come. This really was showing that the confidence in Taj Toastmasters Club because of the performance. And really, it's a mutual learning for both of us. For the guest, we learn from the guests and the guests learning from Taj Toastmasters Club. It's really very good to see a lot of guests today. And then there are certain things I watched. I was really happy with all the speeches. The speeches were very nice, and then evaluations did very perfectly. All the people did very well, and so I would like to only point out a few things because the time is short now. We have to work out a method regarding the interruptions. Like what I would say, the role players before the meeting, at least to check up their connections. I don't know how far it is feasible because people are attending at the last minute, including me. So we have to, and the role players should come before this. If you made this as one of the practice, perhaps you can avoid such this happening. Another one, what I find, the volume of some of the speakers are low. Maybe because they do not know. So this also can be checked for all the role players while checking their connections. They can also check the volume, and we can say, okay, increase the volume. Then we can say, because it's not possible to instruct them during our regular meeting. I really enjoyed the table topic session with the short topics, and a lot of guests were involved. And I can see a lot of vibrations that in our club. And one thing is, I found another interruption, some sort of interruption, like I don't exactly remember, some interruption happened there, and we have to work out a method how to avoid it. Is it, I think, because of something I didn't note it down. There was interruption in between. There was some confusion. This one. So whenever you interruption, how to take care that we have to work out a method, different sorts of interruption. And I would suggest, especially when you're talking about a grammarian, I would suggest not to mention the name of the Toastmasters. Because when you tell something is not correct grammatically, a person really who spoke will understand naturally. There is no need to mention it. Because the Toastmasters is only for encouragement and for development, not to put the people in front of others, telling them their mistakes. So I request them this should be carefully avoided in future. The names of the Toastmasters, especially in the grammarian, other things should not come. And I was seeing generally it is learned from only Taj Toastmasters. A timer will tell the time of how many minutes each spoken, so that the speaker will be careful in future. Maybe instead of 3:30, I would have gone up to 3:29. Then I will be very careful. This is only for the development. So I request, as for the traditional Taj Toastmasters Club way, the timer should indicate the name and the timing also. Complete timing should be there. So with this, I really enjoyed the whole session. The whole meeting was up to my satisfaction. There's only a last word. We are talking about the proactive. Proactive comes, I'd say, because with the service mind. When you're head of the family as a husband, you see how you take care of your wife and children, because you want to serve them. So when you serve, you will be proactive. Suddenly you see your child is having small temperature, immediately you go them, these things that it can be taken to doctor this way. Like if you are a head of the department in your office, and really you have the service mind to take care of your subordinates and the company, you'll be really proactive. Same thing in Toastmastering, it's bringing you service mindedness. If you really look at it, the leadership is service minded in Toastmastering. So you serve the help them as an evaluator, you help them. As a mentor, you help them. And so many ways. So dear Toastmasters, if you want to be proactive, get involved more in Toastmastering. Learn what is the service minded leadership and you'll be successful. So I really enjoyed the session today as a general evaluator. I would like to hand over the session back to the Toastmaster of the evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster TTM Kururajan, for conducted great evaluation session. In connection, our team set smart goals, my dear Toastmasters, and you will be proactive on your way to winning. Make sure your goal are specific and timely when you create them. Creating goal of yourself is one of the best things can to do to build foundation of winning. And if your goal are smart, you are much more likely to find it easier to win. Finally, my dear friends, the best encouragement is to be a proactive to try yourself to win. So get inspired, rock it, and win it. I enjoyed being the Toastmaster of the evening, and now I return to control of the meeting to our President Officer, Toastmaster Jijokoshi. Back to Presiding Officer.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the evening, for such an exciting and flawless meeting. Please give a big round of applause for conducting the meeting in a great way. It was really well managed and a well conducted event. And it was part of his project, level 4, to manage the online meeting. And for that, he himself prepared the agenda, called up each speakers, evaluators, meeting leaders, and made sure things are in a smooth way. Really good, well done for the role, and you have successfully completed that project. Thank you so much. And I urge all of you, whoever would like to take a PMOD role, to take up such projects in a challenging way. That reduces my load as a VP Education, and you learn as well. So looking forward to all the Toastmasters to come forward and take up this project. You should make use of this role as a project. Any role you take up in Toastmasters, you can make it as a project. That's the advantage Pathways has given us. Any leadership role you can do as a project. So great way, and we are real great leaders, the big 3, the meeting leaders. Meeting leaders, the evaluation was given from General Evaluator. Kindly note those and work on them. We're all learning. So surely the next meeting, we can work upon that and come back strongly. So, all right. So here we are at the end. And let's listen to our guest for a quick feedback. Mr. Johnny and Sunita, you can give us small feedback about the meeting. How did you like it?
Just to let you know, it's Rajan, and I'm Sunita, and this is Rajan. Sunita Johnny that you see there, that's my maiden name. Unfortunately, that's what I have on my laptop. So it was a wonderful meeting, a great experience for us, and we're looking forward to learn a lot. So yeah, thank you.
Sure. So as Manas mentioned, we'll look forward to the weekly meeting, and we'll take up initiatives that will help us grow and contribute to the club at the same time.
Sure. Welcome to the family, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay. I have other guest, Mr. Joseph Rajan. He's around. Joseph Rajan.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What did you feel about the meeting?
It was an interesting meeting. It was great to see all the members interacting and to understand how these meetings are carried out.
Okay. Please join our. I think your video is off. Is some issue there?
Oh,
yeah, no, it's okay. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Hello?
Yes, Mr. Joseph.
Okay, you can hear me. Yeah, it was an interesting session. It was great to see members interacting with each other, and it was great to see how these meetings are carried out and how the timings and everything is regulated and calculated.
Thanks for joining us. I think third year BTech is the right time to join a club, because after this, you will be going ahead for your career objectives like interviews. And this is a very challenging moment and survival of the fittest. You
Yes.
come out with flying colors in engineering. We did not have these opportunities during our days. I finished engineering and still I was nervous to hit a stage. So this is the right moment. And the final year will be about projects and seminars. So a podium like this is always helpful for our career guidance point of view. So all the best for your future. Looking forward to see you more, Taj. Thank you for coming.
Thank
you. More guests. More guests. So it's time to listen to our vote counter. What has he got in store for the results? Mr. Vote counter, are you ready?
Yes, I am ready with the results. Are you people ready to know the results? I know you are all eagerly waiting for the results.
All are anxious, yes.
So let's go for it. Here are the results. Best speaker, Toastmaster New to the Beat. Best table topic speaker, EPM Manas Al-Bukhari. Best evaluator, Toastmaster Karnagaram. Best meeting leader, Toastmaster Mansoor Ali. And best of big team none other than EPM Gururajan. Congratulations to all the winners. Give them a big round of applause. Thank you, and back to you, Mr.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mohammed Shakir, for the results. And it was a great meeting, and we all enjoyed it. Perhaps, did you all see the World Championship, public speaking? Any one of you? Toastmaster Ibrahim, I'm sure, has seen it. What was your feeling? Just a quick, we're already late, a very quick feedback. Where are we?
I think, well, that's a display of a typical conservative Republican people, what I got to meet. They have mastery over the language. And she was awesome. You know, and I could correlate with a few of the people I know personally who are close friends of mine. Exactly know the way.
Okay, thank you for the feedback. Now, with this, we come to the end of the meeting. Can we all stand up for the National Anthem? Good work. Congratulations, Toastmaster Philip, for your icebreaker, Toastmaster Karthik, and Toastmaster Neetu for your level 2 completion. Well done. And the meeting is officially adjourned.
The host can stop the live.